So now what I've said here is that if you're getting your information about COVID and the vaccines from the establishment news, you're being lied to. And you're being lied to at the top of their lungs constantly 24/7 with very earnest looking people who you would never think would lie to you. Like, how about Rachel Maddow? Come on. She wouldn't lie. She's a nerd. Well, watch her lie nonstop about COVID.
Means that instead of the vaccine being able, it means instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person to person, spreading and spreading, sickening some of them, but not all of them. And the ones that it doesn't sicken don't know they have it. And then they give it to even more people because they didn't recognize they were, right? Instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person, potentially mutating and becoming more virulent and drug resistant along the way. Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
That's not true. That was never true. That's not true. That was never true. This is from the end of March, almost April of this year, 2021. She's saying this. That's a lie. That's medical misinformation. And if this video of her saying this is up on YouTube, which it might be, they'll never take it down. But this is straight up 100% medical misinformation. And this is why people hate the unvaccinated, because they listen to a lying propagandist like Rachel Maddow tell them the people who aren't vaccinated are the ones not stopping COVID. This is all garbage.
A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus. The virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else.
That is a lie. That is false. That is medical misinformation brought to you by Pfizer. She gets $30,000 a day to lie for Pfizer and the military-industrial complex, and she's doing it. She's lying to you right now.
Cannot use a vaccinated person as a host to go get more people.
Not true.
That means the vaccines will get us to the end of this.
That is not what that means. Why is it I knew that in my garage? But you don't know it with your $30,000 a day and your tens of millions of dollars in help, in staff? How many producers do you think she has? 20? How many interns that work there? 50? How many people work at that show? 100? She doesn't know this is a lie? I know it's a lie. I knew it was a lie. You can't vaccinate your way out of this pandemic. You can't do it. Will she ever correct it? No. You know what else she'll never correct? The lie she told about the hospital in Oklahoma being overrun with people taking horse ivermectin instead of human ivermectin. She lied about that on Twitter. It's still up. You know who got taken down from Twitter? Dr. Robert Malone, the guy who invented the vaccine technology. Because he's telling the truth about it. You know who's they leave up? Her, because she's lying at the behest of Big Pharma, which owns the media. There's no other way to put that. She's lying. And she'll never correct it. She'll never go, hey, remember what I said that the vaccine will end the pandemic if you just get vaccinated? That was 100% lie. That wasn't true at all. Remember when I said that if you get vaccinated, you can't get infected, and it won't? That was also a lie. Remember when I said that you can't be a host and you can't transmit it to someone else if you're vaccinated? That's also a lie. You think she's ever going to say that? Never. Because Rachel Maddow has less integrity than Alex Jones at this point. Alex Jones has been more right about this stuff than her, that's for sure. That's how bad they are. If somebody gave me $30,000 and put it in my pocket, you could see it hanging out, and I came on there, somebody from Big Pharma, and I started telling you all this stuff, would you believe me? If I got a $30,000 check, stick it out of my pocket before I sat down, every day they gave me one, would you believe what I said? I wouldn't, but people believe her. And that's what she looks like when she's lying for $30,000 a day at the behest of the establishment.